In fact, how we even kill animals, we slaughter animals, is very bad. So giving them some rights as to how we should go by, how to treat them, is very important. So I think, yeah, you should consider give them some rights.
Okay, Enoch is saying we should give animals rights. Okay, let's
This one,
hear
this one,
from you.
this one, they don't argue. Right. I don't know whether this right also includes the fact that we shouldn't be slaughtering the animals, just as we discussed.
Yes.
If yes, then no. All right. And taking it from from the perspective of treatment, just as my good friend here said, then I think yes, we should have, because it's not prudent or wise enough to be maltreating animals. They are also living things, right? I think we have to define these elements. Yes.
Okay. Can you please define them for us?
That's what I'm saying. If as part of the rights we are going to have no slaughtering of animals, then I will not side with them, right? If as part of the right we shouldn't maltreat animals, then I'll side with them. So these are some of the elements I'm talking about. Yes.
Alright. Barry, what do you have to say?
I think that the word rights, just like Habib said, is kind of shaking here. The thing is that if you have to say animals' rights, then comparing it to human rights, I think we have to either coin a new word for animals' rights, but it's not necessary to use the same rights we assign to humans and compare it that we should assign them to animals. That animals behave based on instincts, and then human behaves based on rational moral. Like we have a thought that we are following, but animals, they behave with the circumstance around them.
Sure.
So the same rights that are assigned to humans cannot be assigned to animals.
Exactly.
So we should find another word for animals, right? And we should even assign the word rights to animals. Maybe we can talk about a good way of handling animals, a good way of slaughtering them. Because in all the religions, I don't know for other religions, but the Abrahamian religions, they all talk about maybe killing. If you want to slaughter them, make sure the animal doesn't suffer, don't manhandle them, and all those things. So those things for time has been there. So if these people are talking about animals, right, I don't think they are really talking about manhandling and those things, because those things has been catered for long ago.
Sure.
So they are more about let's not slaughter them, let's give them the same rights as human, treat them. There was somebody was saying that if you even give an animal a 5-star treatment and later on you kill the animal humanely, it doesn't still make sense. That you've contravened the animal's right to life. How look me understand it? So to me, there shouldn't be anything like animals' right. Maybe we can have another word for them to also mean that. But if you say animals' right, you are weighing the rights of humans and animals on the same scale, which I'm not in support of.
Fadina, what?
Talking about the animal rights, me, for instance, when I first heard about that particular phrase, I was only associating it with animals kept as pets, like these cats and then the dogs. But I didn't know it was to cover every animal existing. But talking about the rights they should have, I think in some way they have rights. Because you want to raise the animal for maybe food, it doesn't mean you should watch it die when it is sick. So maybe you can treat it, and that treatment alone, I think you are attending to one of the rights for them. And that's one of the works of these veterinarians, you get it. And so in that case, they are being catered for, and that's their right. They have right to some extent.
Okay.
By providing for them, not maltreating them, as Habib also said, and then making sure you have some rights, but you have a limit.
Okay.
To add up what Barry and Ko was saying, I think like the right, as Barry was saying, I think if the right to life is bad, we should look at the fact that maybe if the animal is sick, we can give it treatment. But saying maybe we shouldn't slaughter animals, then I think if that right it's bad, we have to redefine the rights of the animals.
Interesting.
So it's very clear here. this one there, no fight.
Yeah.
It's very clear. So, but even with that, what Buddha said is just intrinsic. That when an animal is sick, you attend to it.
Yeah.
Why should you allow an animal to just die like that? No. Your instincts should tell you that this thing is about to die. Let me attend to it.
I think the cruelty here they are talking about, that should we sacrifice them? The thing is that it depends on how you do it. Like most people have been advocating that technology keep evolving how we'll kill animals without them and going through any suffering. And not even technology, we have ways that have been prescribed in religious books. For instance, if you go, the Prophet Muhammad talks about how you slaughter an animal without the animal suffering. We have some power, you cut it once on the throat and the animal is gone. I think slaughtering animals this way is not any infringement on their right. We are just maintaining the food chain.
Slaughtering animal is not cruel as people might think, but depending on how you've done it. Okay, so we have ways of slaughtering animals. So we have the this thing like the standing method, whereby you make sure that the animal is positioned well and make sure that it's not moving up and down and you slaughter it well. But some people are there, they lack information about how it should be done. So someone can just hold the animal anyhow and slaughter it. So I think there should be maybe if there could be a forum for public education on how animals should be slaughtered, it's going to be nice. But slaughtering animal to for food and other purposes is not bad, because without slaughtering you can't get meat to eat. So that's the whole thing.
You can get me to eat.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, thank you very much. What is the best way of slaughtering animals?
Let me finish. You see, they have different methods, but they have gas and other stuff. I don't know them, but I know the method I'm using and I've been using is efficient, because you make sure that I'm describing the method. You make sure that your knife is sharp. Make sure that the animal is positioned well, so that when you go, don't cut anywhere. You know there are parts when you cut, the animal quickly dies, and that is on the throat, and not any part of the throat. You have to learn. There are parts of the throat when you cut it, the animal will still struggle to die. So you have to make sure that you get the part which when you slaughter it, to maybe within 5 seconds it's gone. There's no more life in it. So we learn to sharpen our knife, know where to cut, position the animal well, maybe tie it well after slaughtering. You shouldn't be going around with those stuff. That it doesn't order well.
I think that's the Islamic point of view, right? Make sure that even before you slaughter, pray that Allah will forgive you and all that.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a good thing. So I think Barry's point is efficient. Yeah.
Okay.
To also add about, first of all, talk about what I've seen before, how animals were exploited, and then to start with this cat. People, the first time I witnessed how cat was killed, it was a weird to me.
Yeah, it was bad.
They put this animal in the sack. Then they hit it on the ground.
It's very, very bad. Very,
Not
bad.
So not considering whether the head will hit or the tail will hit, they just hit it on the ground. If the animal should shake again, they'll hit it again until you give up, you see. And then also considering something like dogs and then pigs. I also saw how they were actually killed. For dogs and pigs, they beat with stick. You run, maybe if it's done well, the animal will be unconscious at that point. But if it's not, the animal will be suffering whilst they are still hitting it with the stick. You get it?
So I'm coming just to add up to what before you continue. I think the rationale behind that is just, you see, a cat like this is violent, so they just want to cool it down. Then afterwards you will now slaughter, because if you are trying to slaughter it when it's energetic or when it still has the energy, it will retaliate.
Should that be the best way?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure that's the best way, but that's the rationale behind what they are doing. It's not that they just want to punish the animal. No, they want to calm it down and then slaughter it, because it's violent and it can harm you.
And in trying to calm, they are punishing.
No, that is maybe that's why we are having this conversation. Yeah.
So to me, if you ask for the best way, you're not giving started with something like you stand the animal. That one, you make sure the animal is unconscious. So and then they use these gassing methods and a whole lot of things to make sure the animals faint. Once you faint, you don't know what is happening again, and then they will kill you. And then you also have something like they gun it. That one is done once. Most of these animals, they have some particular point where you just shoot once, it doesn't shake again. So all those things are ways to actually kill the animal without the animal having your memory to the paradise.
Gunning it is, for me, is cruel.
Yes. How is it done?
Like they have a sport, like taking
they just kill it.
For instance. No, not pigs, for instance. They between the two eyes, there's one triangular thing there. You just deposit the blood there.
They will save the blood there.
My concern is if that process kills the animals within the shortest possible time, then it's cool. But if
I don't know.
if it lets the animals undergo a lot of struggle, then it's not advised. Maybe I haven't seen it though.
No, but I don't know. But in the Islamic jurisprudence, we are not supposed to eat dead meat.
Yeah.
When you've killed it. When you've done it, you've killed it indirectly.
Yeah.
And in Islam, you have to slaughter.
I think this one, you've shifted it to religion.
No, I've not shifted.
This one we are talking about whether the method is cruel
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
Very, even now, shooting someone isn't it harmful? Isn't it cruel? It is.
Yeah.
Like you don't dodge.
Yeah, there are so many ways of slaughtering an animal in a kind way. So just like what Barry said, like how you position the animal, make sure that the animal is unconscious before you slaughter it, and a lot. But I will recommend that maybe if you don't know much about it, you can maybe watch YouTube videos, or you can ask, like Google is there, or you can meet an expert in those things. The person will teach you how to do it.
Or even
Or learn from TikTok.
Or those in typical villages.
Okay.
How about them? Because they don't have phones that they'll go to YouTube and watch videos. They don't even know much. They don't even know how to use phones. So how do they go to Google and search how to slaughter, the best way to slaughter animal? they are not even lettered. They are not educated.
Yeah.
So how do they do that?
But I'm sure there might be someone who is well versed.
That's what I was saying.
There should be a public education.
Okay.
Yeah, earlier
on
on
this. Yes. So that's the point I'm trying to make. There should be a public education where experts will go and then enlighten these people more on how to slaughter the animals.